Indiana favor minus Caitlin Clark called Shatter long-standing WNBA myth, claims top reporter. The Indiana favor stunned the WNBA with an 8-9 shot roid win over the S, without Caitlin Clark. Kelsey Mitchell's career 13 points led the charge, but one top reporter believes this victory could destroy one of the league's longest-standing mites. WNBA journalist Meghan Hall recently gave her 2 cents on the 10-game win streak of the favor in the playoffs. So had nothing but praise for the remaining roster. This favor team is able to pull off this kind of feat without its best player, essentially. First of all, Stephanie White deserves all her flowers. Secondly, Kelsey Mitchell deserves all her flowers. Aliyah Boston deserves all her flowers. Natasha Howard, go down that roster, all those people deserve all their flowers. Hall further praised Indiana for keeping the momentum despite facing multiple season-ending injuries. The reporter explained that the Indiana favor have been underrated for a while. Although she emphasized that there was no disrespect meant to Caitlin Clark, since she clearly makes the team better. However, the favor are actually a very good team on their own. The main problem this season has been injuries. It disrupted their chemistry and limited what they could do on the court. The biggest loss was Clark. She changes their offense, being one of the best passers in the league and also a strong scorer. But without her, Hall feels they have become more lethal. And this is where she debates the long-standing WNBA notion that a super team is needed for a championship win. As she puts it, for them to be able to rally without her, that's formidable. That's impressive in terms of having Sun Wo is essentially the main engine for your offense, and you're still going without her. It probably changes the conversation on, do you need a super team to win a championship? The WNBA reporter challenged the notion of WNBA super teams, specifically that of the New York Liberty and the Las Vegas S. This season has not been kind to these two labeled super teams. The Liberty is already out of the championship contention, while the S are not down against the favor in the semifinals. As Hall claims, what will really break the super team myth is favor going on to the finals. If the favor are able to haul off and win this, it will bring the conversation back up to the do you need a super team to win a championship finals, and the answer probably will be no. The WNBA reporter believes that a championship run could open a new Pandora's box for the Indiana favor and Caitlin Clark. The reason is simple, expectations. If the favor can win without Clark, the pressure will only skyrocket once she returns. Suddenly, the conversation shifts to bigger questions. Can Indiana turn one tail into multiple championships? Are they on the verge of building a dynasty? Could they go back-to-back, or even case a three-peat? For now, though, what matters is that this roster looks as powerful as ever. And one favor teammate even claims Caitlin Clark is the reason they are winning. Favor teammate calls Caitlin Clark the catalyst for Indiana's playoff wins. The Indiana favor looks the most comfortable team in the WNBA playoffs. They have just taken down the second-seeded Las Vegas in their home, that too in a dominant fashion. While everyone is singing praises of Kelsey Mitchell, she, in turn, praised the favor front office. The 8-year veteran believes the draft picks they made were the reason Indiana is so strong despite losing many key players. I think our draft picks ended up coming big. Litch was a big draft pick, and then you get Caitlin, and so you culminate that together with my experience and having to go through a couple of things before they got there. I think it was just like a match made in heaven because I was still at a young age to really vet and get to know these players for what they were, said Mitchell. This off-court chemistry with young players is what Mitchell claims helped the veterans guide them on court. But Mitchell believes Clark was the one who got the ball rolling. As she puts it, you bring in Caitlin, who changed the world, changed the dynamic of basketball. And as a friend and as a player, you grow to appreciate her because certain doors have opened because she's come to the favor and you have to respect that. This notion of we before me is what is taking Indiana further into the postseason. At every moment, people have counted them out, a new player has stepped up and delivered. But how long will this good luck last? The answer to that question will be in Game 3 against the Las Vegas S on Tuesday.